Hello everybody, again here we are with another amazing thing, that is Python. Okay, so I'm gonna be learning Python here of course, and the main focus is going to be on solving the questions using Python, because there were some questions so I have to solve them, and this is how we will be learning the Python and all, because you can learn a language to some extent, to some level. If you want to learn more, you want to go beyond that level, in that case you need to use the language and just solve some of the problems. And this is how we actually learn the things, and we actually learn them really well, not just learn them. Okay, and that is why I'm just simply gonna be going ahead like this. And let me do one more thing. Am I okay with this? Yeah, I think it should be fine. Let's reload the page right now. Interesting. Come on, it should be interesting. It should be like this. Yeah. So excuse me. Now we can just simply go ahead and first of all in Next.js we actually learned a lot of things. We first of all learned about query parameters. First of all we just learned about params, then we learned about query parameters, then we learned about headers, how you can send headers, how you can get headers both, then send headers and get headers, request it. Ultimately, how can you get the headers in request and how can you send the headers in response. Then we learned about responses. There are two ways of sending that as well. Then we learned about cookies, how you can send the cookies, how you can get the cookies, and there are three ways I think, if I'm not wrong. So never mind, these are the things that we actually learned, and this has been amazing thing. So I learned about query parameters, I learned about headers, and I learned about query parameters and params, something like this. So params, query parameters, and headers and cookies. We actually learned a lot, and now we are gonna be learning something new. So that's interesting. What is the next thing? The next thing is that I have to solve some of the questions. Let me open Brave right now. This is the time for that. And over there, let's go to the Notion. And what are the questions that I have to solve? By the way, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing great. And now we can just simply go ahead. Let me check one more thing, like how's the sound. Then I have to solve some of the questions. Let me open Brave right now. This is the time for that. And over there, let's go to the Notion. Okay, that sounds good. Though the music is being played in the background, and I think that's fine. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing great. And now we can just simply go ahead. Let me check one more thing, like how. Okay, never mind. I just hope that the music that's being played in the background, that's good. I mean, that's not bad. If that is bad, that sounds bad, you can let me know. I'll make it better and all. But I think that should be fine. But okay, let's continue from here on. The next thing that I actually have to focus on, that's gonna be Python, and I'm gonna be giving at least 1.5 hours to this particular thing, and then let's see how it's gonna be going on. By the way, few steps back. By me. Where do I have to go? Here, then here, and fundamentals, because I was learning about that, and there were few parts of that. That's okay. In part 1 I just did this. I think I had to solve some of the questions from the part 1 as well. I'm not quite sure, but maybe had I solved all the questions. Let's check them all. Yeah, I had actually solved the questions from part 1. Part 2 was remaining, so let's solve the questions from part 2, and then this is how we will be going ahead. Interesting. Let's continue. And this was done. This was something that was remaining, and maybe at the end of it there was a game, like a guessing game. I have already made that, and then there were two more things, calculator and is prime number. So we will be actually going through this particular thing. Okay, and before that let me do one thing. Videos. Alrighty, so here we are. This is the question. Sorry for the delay. Now we can just continue from here on. Just coughing a little bit. Seems like I'm suffering, but never mind. That it does not matter. Does not matter. Okay. Anyway, let's open VS Code right now and start learning this stuff. That's VS Code is already on. Wow, 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 wow. Amazing stuff. Folder, open a folder, and projects and AIML introduction, and let's open this particular part. I may be solving some of the questions over here, and guess what? Some of the things were already here actually. Python.py, I was actually solving the questions here, and that is it. Why do I feel like coughing more and more? Never mind, let's continue from here on. And let's create a simple calculator that performs arithmetic operations. Create a function called calculator AB operation that performs really easy peasy things. There simply I have to create a function that takes AB and the operation like plus, minus, multiply, and then that has to be applied, and that's it. Let's create this so that it doesn't take lots of time. Function. The function is not created like this, rather like this, calculator. It will take A, it will take B, it will take operation. Once this thing is done, what is the next step? Operation that performs addition, subtraction, multiplication or division based on the operation. So based on the operation, I have to just perform that, and even the operation is going operation, something like that, is going to be like this. This is the key that I've got. With the help of this key, what will I do? I will just simply return the values from here. So this operation, if the case is going to be if that's equals to what? If that's equals to addition. If that's equals to this, in that case, what will I do? I will return. What will I return? I will return A plus B. As simple as that. What is the next thing? Do we break it here? I don't know. Do we break the statement? Because we break the statement in JavaScript. Question is match in Python. Code block, anything else? New, clean. Case. Okay. Do we block it? Do we use break in match in Python? Is that so? Is that how to break match case, but not a while loop? This is how. Yeah, we do use it. No, you do not use break in a match statement in Python. The match statement in Python introduced does not have behavior found in switch statements like C or JavaScript. Okay, so it does not have the fall through behavior found in switch statements in languages like C or JavaScript. So that is actually great if that does not have. So I don't even need to worry about that. How great thing it is. Never mind. So if that's equals to what, operation or something, if that's equals to operation, in that case, oh what the hell, if that's equals to addition, then subtraction, subtraction, in that case I have to return the value, and that's gonna be return the value, that's gonna be A minus B, and come on here, this JavaScript thing, case, and then I have to multiply it, so multiplication case, multiplication, and that's gonna be equals to return A multiplied B. Lastly I have case, and that's gonna be addition, division, and that's gonna be A divided by 2. I can make it like this, and I will have a default, and that will simply, do we write it like this, default? And I think return invalid operation. Okay, so how do we make it default here? Interesting stuff. Let's go there again. Case, sorry, like this. So this thing is also done. What is the next step that we have to do? We have to perform. I think we don't really need to do anything. Let's simply print the values, and I will be printing the values using this. That I will be using calculator to calculate the values, and I will give it A, I will give it B, and I will give it the operation that's gonna be add, addition. This is the first thing. By the way, I do not have A and B, so I'm in the habit of formatting the thing, so sorry for that. Let's use 2, then 1, 2, 3, addition, subtraction, then multiplication, and then division, something like this. Come on, yaar. How long? How? Division. Division. Okay, let's run it. So this time Python python.py, and guess what? 2 plus 3. Okay, 1 minus 2 minus 1. 1 multiplied by 2 0.1. Okay, got it. All the things are right. We are getting the result as expected. That means we can just continue from here on. And in any way, just a sec, let me open it here as well, so that at least I can just simply have a look at the things that are happening right now, and mainly wanna check like how the things are going on. Give me a second. Okay, by the way, let's continue from here on. What is the next thing? The next question is, of course, we have done it. There's nothing difficult here. So let's go with the difficult bit. Let's create, oh, that's done. Write a function is prime that returns true if n is prime number and false otherwise, using a loop. Okay, we only check for prime for two numbers. We only check prime for 2 or numbers greater than 2. 2 is the smallest prime, that's right. A non-prime number n will always get divided by at least one number in range of 2 to n minus 1, that is also right. For number 9, we'll check in range 2 to 8. 8 will get divided by 3, so blah 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 blah. Overall, we have to create a function, and that's gonna be def. What is the full form of def? Is prime, and I will give it a number. And then it will tell me, what will it tell me? Whether the function is prime or not. So I have got n, and if n double equals to 1, if that is already equals to 1, or double equals to 2, in both the cases, return is prime. Okay. Prime number means that is only what is the prime number? That returns true if n is the prime number. What is the prime number? We only check prime for 2 numbers greater than or smallest. The prime number can be divisible by itself and 1, that is it. A non-prime number n will always get divided by at least one number in the range, that is right. So if that is 1 or this, so I will be returning true from here, and in else case I will actually run a for loop. So for I in range from where to where, for I in range n, I have to go from 2 to n minus 1 till here. By the way, this will be already 1 less, so I don't need to worry about that. Then what will I do? I already got n, right, and I'm dividing n by these values. So if n percentage by any I triple equals to 0, in that case I will return true. As simple as that. I think it should be fine. How can I get rid of it? Okay, so what was I doing? First of all, I checked for 1 and 2, they will be prime by default. Then I'm checking the whole thing, and if in any case if under any case n percentage divided by, I'm getting I and I'm checking that if I n gets divisible by I, in that case it will become false. As simple as that. And this is not gonna be a great way to just mention things. By the way, I'm just simply returning it from here. That should also be fine. Even if I'm going from 1 to n, I'm just simply checking that if in any case n percentage by 1 triple equals to 0, at that time just simply return false from there. You don't need to do anything else. Should work fine actually. And that is it. And by the way, if you don't return, though I will be returning true. Let's check it. Print is a prime and I will be giving it 2, then I will give it 1, I will give it 3, I will give it 4, and I will give it 5, and run this Python and python.py. First one is true, prime number, second one is true, prime number, third one is true, prime number, fourth one is false, not prime number, and fifth one is a prime number, something like that. So things are going great. Just a sec. Alright. Okay, let's continue from here on. So what is the next thing that we have to do? Ultimately we have created a function and that's working really well. I can even check for 0 if I'm not wrong, but for 0 it will always be 0 is not a prime number. Is a 0 a prime number? No, it is not a prime number. Is a 0 prime number? So numbers 1 is not a, so number 1 is not quite prime number. 1 is not a composite number also. So therefore 0 and 1 both are not a 0 and 1 both are not a prime number. 1 is not a prime number. Wow. So number 1 is 1 or 0 a prime number. So number 1 is not prime number. 1 is not a composite number also. Therefore, but that like this is how someone discussed these things. I should consider it done because yeah, overall logic we have implemented. And now whether that is a prime number or not, I'm not gonna be going into the mathematics and all. So this is how we are simply be going on right now. Okay, let's continue and learn something new. This so far we have been just simply solving the problems. So we have solved these two problems. After that we will be solving some new ones, and this is how we will be simply going ahead. The next problem that we have to solve, and that's going to be, let me go through that. I think that's gonna be the third one, and over here we are here. Well, how many problems are there? There are 10 problems that we have to solve. Let's go through the first one. Ask the user for a string and check whether it is a palindrome or not. String thing. Just a minute. Do I have that over here? Never mind. I'll figure it out. Let's simply solve this question. Main focus should be on questions rather than worrying about some other things. So ask the user a string, check whether it is a palindrome or not. Okay, that's alright. So input str is equal to input enter a string. Got this string. What is the next thing? Palindrome. Palindrome means they should be similar from forward. A palindrome is a string which is the same when we read it forward and backward. For example, this. How are we going to check it? Interesting. Can we reverse it. As I'm working with this, so I had better go with the methods of it. So string methods in Python, because of course I am not aware of them. So let's go through those methods, the methods that are actually used: capitalized case, full center, count, encoded, ends with okay, this find, format, index, this, join, just, lower, partition, replace, and starts with and swap. Ultimately, we do not have anything as such, something called reverse. So we do not have a reverse thing over here. That means we will have to do it in our own way. That is great, not a bad thing actually. So let's do it. It's not like we can't do that. So what are we going to do right here? I got the string. After getting the string, start value and last value should be the same. Okay. So for I in range, it will start from 0. It will go till input, till length of input str. Simple. Easy. Input str. What is the input str? That is suppose there is a string, something called like this, A, B, C. So ultimately 3 is the length. So 0 to 3. 3 will be ignored to 0 to 2. And that is it. That is what I want. 0 to 2. And then I have to just simply check. Okay, so what is the next step? The next step is if or I can, yeah, it's gonna be alright. That means it's gonna be right. This is also a way that you can go from the beginning till the end, and you can just simply keep checking. Or better way can be using while loop. Like I will have something called start. Start will be 0. I will have something called end. End will be length of input str, something like this. So I got start, I got end. Then I will run a while loop. So here I am running a while loop. As long as the start is less than equals to end, till that particular time I have to run it. And once that is running, then what I have to check, if in any case input str of start is not equals to input string of end, in that case I have to just return false over there. False, like return can only be used within the function. Okay, that's right. So I can say print and it's not okay. Is what is that? Is palindrome is equal to, by default it's gonna be true, and if that's not equals to, in any case, if start is not equals to end, in that case is palindrome will become false, something like that. And of course I have to add it. So start plus plus, I think it does not support it, and plus plus, yeah, it does not. So n is equal to plus equals to 1, and start is equal to plus equals to 1. I think this is how it goes. And lastly I have to check it. So print and f string condition. How can I just write a condition? Print is palindrome if, what is the condition? This is ternary operator. If is a palindrome, else print not palindrome, something like this. By the way, let's try it. Let's try to run it and see what happens. Interesting. A, B, C. Well, haha, this is not it goes. Okay, let's write Python and check. Can't I just use this thing, Python, and I'm gonna get a string, so A, B, C, and can I get the 0th index of that? Yeah, I can. So what is the problem over there? What it is saying that if input star is not equals to this, so string index out of range, the index value that I have, that is out of range, because it will go from 0 to till that particular length, and I have to just check till 1, like it should be always 1 minus. I don't have to go till that particular length. That's right. And one more thing I would like to do over here, I'd like to give it some space, and then let's continue from here on. Let's exit it first of all and then run it again. So python.py, interesting, that's gonna be ABC. Come on, ABC. And what I'm length of input string -1, that's gonna be the ending point. That is going to be the ending point, yes, right. Suppose length is 3, so 3 minus 1, that's 2. I have to go from 0 to 2, so as long as start is less than equals to end. Oh, seriously? Where have I lost my mind now? A, B, C, and not palindrome. Let's again write it. A, B, A is a palindrome. Now, madam, M-A-D-A-M is a palindrome. Then run it again. M-A-D-A-M, not a palindrome. So ultimately, yeah, it works. What is the next thing? A palindrome string is equal to the reversed version of the string. We can use a loop to reverse the string manually. So yeah, that is what I was thinking initially, that if there were something called reverse in Python, I could have used the method, but we can even reverse the string on or on, and once we reverse the string, then we can check whether they are equal or not. So let's even do this thing. Let's simply this is one of the ways we can even reverse the string, and for reversing the string, what we'll do, as simple as that. How can we reverse the string? So for I in range, I think it can go from can it go from last to the beginning? Don't know, let's try to do it. 1 to, it has to go from 10 to 1. Don't know, but I hope it's gonna work. Just checking it right now. Int I. Let's run it. Just a test. I do not have to just enter anything here. It goes from the beginning till the end. It does not go just opposite, right? Let's comment this particular thing. Run it again. And yeah, that is right. So what can I do over here? I can actually run a while loop. I will get the ending value. I already have the string. Then I will get a reverse the str, and that's gonna be input. That's not gonna be input. Reverse str is just going to be simple string. I have to reverse it, and after reversing it, I have to check whether they are equal or not. As simple as that. Yes. So what can I do? Let end is equal to, oh come on, and end is equal to input str dot length. So even length input str I got the length, and once I got the length, I have to come from backwards to forward, because this is how I have to just add the values. So this thing is done, and once this thing is done, then while end is greater than or equals to 0, till here I have to come. But one more thing, end is what? End is the length, and I'm already starting with 0. That means even I have to make it -1. I have to subtract 1 from here. Once I have subtracted from here, and I'm coming to 0, and when I'm coming to 0, so what I can do, reverse the string that I had, plus equals to, I think I can add the things in a string, even I'm not sure about this thing. So suppose I have an empty string plus b, I have another string, then enter, then it becomes b. So yeah, it is possible. So let's go ahead and simply get the input string. Once I got the input string, I will get the value, and that's gonna be end value. And once I got the end value, I'm just simply adding it to it. And after that, at last, what I'm doing, if input is str triple equals to, just double equals to, reversed str, in that case is print is palindrome. This is the another method, or maybe it's gonna be behaving just the way I thought, not palindrome. Let's check this thing out whether it works or not. Well, just quite tricky stuff, but it should work. ABC, and guess what? I'm getting the error, and that is what is 0? Unsupported operand type S4 plus. This is not supported. Okay. If there is seriously, yeah. Plus reversed plus this thing. This is also not supported. What is sorry. Even previous one was right, but the thing is that I was using reverse str. ABC and nothing. Why? Because the loop is running continuously. So what can I do? And minus equals to 1, like this. Yeah, should be fine. ABC and not a palindrome. Great job. Let's run it again. ABA is palindrome. Let's run madam. Sorry, don't run madam. Just use madam as a keyword, and it is palindrome. So ultimately, yeah, it is working. So this is the first thing that we have done. What is the next thing? Given a list of integers, compute the average of all numbers in a list. In the list, we have been given the list. What is the list here? List is simple like this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty simple stuff. Okay, what is the next thing that we have to do? One more thing here. How can I Python formatter? Control Shift X. Python formatter. Is there any Python formatter? Black formatter. Wow. 5.9 million. Not rupees, not dollar, just ratings. Not even ratings. Installation. Okay, how do we use this? Control Shift F, configure it, and black formatter. Amazing job. Yeah, it's working great. I wanted some kind of formatter to format the stuff, and right now I have that, so I'm happy. Okay, so we have got the list, but we have to just count here. Like, what did we have to do? We had to compute the average of all numbers in the list. So AVJ, by default, AVG is gonna be 0. Or we can just simply go ahead. Let's first of all get sum. Sum is gonna be 0, and then for I in list, I will be getting all the values. Sum plus equals to I. Once this thing is done, then by the way, 1, 3, 2, 3, 5, 6, 6, 4, 10, 15. 15 divided by 5, 3. It should, the answer should be 3. But let's see. After that, once I got the sum, print f string average, that's gonna be equals to this, and sum divided by length of the list should be fine. Let's see. 3.0, that's great. If we don't want dot, like if we don't want the values in float, I can make it like this and I can run it again, and I will only get 3. Okay, let's see whether somebody is here or not. I'm not even sure. Somebody is here. People are here, not somebody. Good to see you guys here. I thought only people. Like, okay, great job. Okay, let's continue from here on. So we have solved even this one. The next problem, that is input two lists of integers from the user. Okay, merge them into one list and sort the result. Great job. But interesting stuff. What is the thing? First of all, we have to input two lists of integers from the user. So suppose I have list 1, then I have list 2, but I do not have values in them. So what is the thing? First of all, I have to get the values for list 1, then values for list 2. How will we get them? Let's input the value over here. So what? Input two lists of integers from the user. One more thing, suppose I have a list, okay, in the form of a string. Will I be able to convert that to a list? Don't know. So Python and a list is equal to a string that contains a list, like this, and then I have another thing A, then I have B, and then I have C. Okay, this is something I have. That is a, if I just get the type of list, that is a string right now. That is for sure. What is the next thing? The next thing I want is list and list string object not callable. Okay, got that. Agree. That is not possible. So what can we do over here? We have to get the strings from the user. That means we will get the inputs. That means let's get the fixed inputs right now. So I will just simply say while. Let's get even don't use while over here. Let's go with the for loop. For I in range, I will be getting maybe 3 values. So 0 to 3, it will go till 0, 1 to 0, 1 to 3 values I'll get. What do I want over here? I want that list 1 dot. Is there any push? There is no push. There is append. So I will append. What do I want? I want to append the value that I get. So input val, that's going to be input, enter the first value. Okay, once that value is entered, then I will be appending the input value. Done. This thing is done. Same thing I will be repeating for this one as well. Over here, the same thing is going to be repeated for this. And I in range 0 to 3, enter the value, input. Okay, once I have got them, what is the next thing that I have to do? Input to, okay, merge them into one list. Merge them into one list. List methods, let's go through them. List methods in Python. Okay, let's go through this. How many methods? Append, clear, copy, count, extend, index, insert, adds an element at the specified position. Okay, pop, remove, reverse, and sort. Guess what? We do not have anything as such that can directly. Let's go to the reverse, index, remove, append, extend, pop, count, copy, length, sort, clear, insert. There's one thing. Either I can go with the manual method, or there can be something that I can get. List methods, am I not going to get here? Python list methods. Do I have more ones? Append, clear, copy, count, extend, index, insert, pop, remove, reverse. Ultimately these are the famous ones. So I'm not even sure if anything extra exists, so let's do it manually. But what are we going to do? We have got two lists, right? Once we have got two lists, so we have to just simply merge them. And when it comes to merging them, so I will create another list, or I will create a result type something, and in that result I have to merge them, as simple as that. The question is, how am I going to merge them? I have to iterate over before the first list, then I have to iterate over to the second list, I have to keep pushing the values, and that is it. Isn't that? I hope so. So list one dot, it's not like that, for element of list 1, no, not like that, in list 1, got it. Then list result dot append element, this thing is the same for the second one, element in list 2. Result. I'm not that much familiar with the methods of Python, so yeah, I will have to use my extra brain, or I'll have to take the help of Google and all. My extra brain, not like the sticky stuff and all, and I'll have to take the help of Google as well. And then slowly I will of course be familiar with the methods, and once I'm familiar, so I don't need to worry about it. I would I'll be able to go directly event. This thing is done. So ultimately result should be ready right now. Once I have the result, what is the thing that I have to do? Merge them into, sort the result. I think sorting is easy. Result dot sort. Again, sort list in an ascending order and return none. It does not return anything. Great. The sort is in place. Does it take any value? Key none. Reverse bool false. Let's reverse it like this. Once it is reversed, so print result. Before printing result, I will be printing the result on the top. So print result, something like this. Easy peasy. Let's run it and see whether it actually works or not. So I have to run the Python program. Value, enter the value. First one is 1, A for apple. Sorry, first one is A, 1. Second one is 2. Third one is 3. Fourth one is 8. 9. Okay, 6. And guess what? Initially I got 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 6. Then the values got formatted and I have 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9. Did we do it? Yes, we did it. Okay, next thing. Question number 4. Given a tuple of integers, create a tuple of all even integer numbers. Tuple of all odd numbers. Interesting. What is the problem? Really interesting stuff. Oh, the stuff is this. I have a tuple. How to even create a tuple in Python? That is interesting. So tuple. So let's see. T is equal to tuple is created like this. I'll check it. Like this. What I have? I have 1, I have 2, I have 3, I have 4, I have 5, not 4, I have 5, not like that, I have 5, I have 6. Format it, done. First of all, let's print the type of T. Let's run it, not let's run it. Okay, tuple is that tuple. What is the next step that we have to do? Tuple of all even numbers and all odd numbers. Easy peasy, but the thing is that we can't really change the values of tuple. That is for sure. So if I try to do T 0 and that's gonna be equals to hero or whatever 10, and if I try to print T, we cannot change the values of tuple, and here we are getting the error. Tuple object does not support item assignment. Thank you. So that means that is right. What is the next thing that we can do? The next thing is that I can say t is equal to this. Even number is equal to this, or I can even say even numbers. Numbers, even numbers. This, but this is wrong. Odd, because this will become a, I don't know. This should be right anyway. Numbers. I'll have to check the types of it, whether it is still tuple or not. So print type of even numbers. Okay, let's run it again, and we are getting the tuple. That means okay, we are fine with that. What is the next step? Next step is pretty simple. For I in t, just t, I'm getting input and then element I can name it, index item I can name that, and then if I percentage by 2 triple equals, just double equals to 0, in that case do something. Okay, else just do something like this. What is the first condition? If I percentage by 2 triple equals to 0, in that case t dot append. Wow, I can't even append here. Interesting. So let's make them the list. Now I can append them. So t dot append. Sorry. Let's try to append to even numbers. I hope I will not be able to append. So there is nothing like that. So of course I'll have to make them a list. So let's make them a list. Once they have made a list, they become a list. After that I can append. Once I'm appending, so I will append I. Once I'm appending I, over here I have to do the same thing but with the odd numbers. Control C, and this is done. Once this is done, by the way, this thing I have to convert it to odd numbers, something like that. And once this thing is done, and then what? Then even numbers, I have to convert them to a tuple. So tuple is equal to even numbers. They'll be converted to tuples, and then odd numbers is gonna be equals to tuple. They'll be converted to odd numbers, and then I have to print. What? First of all, I have to print their type. So type. Type is going to be type of even numbers, and the value is going to be the value. The value is going to be even numbers. The same thing is going to be repeated, but for odd numbers, so Control D and Control D. Odd numbers should be fine. Let's run it and see whether it works or not. And guess what? We got tuples. The type is the tuple, and 2, 4, 6 and 1, 3, 5. Congratulations. Let's continue. By the way, is there somebody? Let me have a look at that. 2. Oh, there is nobody. Unfortunately, I am just doing it on my own, alone. Okay, I am my own companion. Never mind. Let's keep it here. Okay, there's somebody. Okay, never mind. Let's continue here. The next thing is that create a dictionary where keys is students' names, values, marks, integer. Okay. Write a menu-based program where user passes a key A, B, C, D depending on the operation they want to perform on the dictionary. Add, update, search for a student, display all the students' marks. Okay. Interesting. What is the thing? Create a dictionary where there are keys, students' names. Okay, let's do it one step at a time. So I have to create a dictionary. How can I create a dictionary? And over there I have keys and I have values. D is equal to this, type of D, and I have to print it. Print type of D. That is a dictionary. That's great. What is the next thing? The next thing is that it has keys and it has values. write a menu based program where user presses a key A, B, C, D depending on the operation they want to perform on the dictionary. Operation, first of all, let's get the operation thing. Add a student, update marks, search for students, and display all the students. First of all, it will already have a. As for this dictionary, it's gonna be, what can I even name it? My dictionary. Let's name it my dict or students dict, something like that. What is the next thing? There are keys. What are the keys? There is something called student names. So let's have it Vipendra. Vipendra Vipendra over here. The marks is gonna be just 80. Then let's have Rajiv over here. That's gonna be 90. 900. Rajiv is a known word. Okay, let's make it known. And one more. Let's have Sakshi over here. And that's gonna be equals to 95. Quite studious. And like this. Okay, so we have done this much. What is the next thing? These are the marks that but marks are gonna be numbers, yeah. 80. Second one is going to be 90. Third one is going to be 95. Okay, great. What next? Write a menu based program where user presses a key and then this happens. Is on is one not is on is gonna be false by default, while true by default. While is on. Okay, then I will be just getting this thing done. What do I have to get done over here? I will get input, so user input, that's gonna be input. Enter your input. And it can actually enter anything. Once that thing is done, what is the next thing? First of all, I have to check whether they are the same or not. So let's use match over here. It will have a user input and it will have case again. Case is gonna be A, capital A. User input to uppercase. Okay, once this thing is done, what does it have to do? It has to do something. Let's pass it for now. Case B, pass. Case C, pass. Case D, pass. Okay, this much is done. What is the next thing? A, add a student in the dictionary. Dictionary methods now. Really bad stuff. Let me check even the quality of the audio. Okay. I am my own content. Never mind. Add a student in the dictionary. I think it should be fine. By the way, the audio quality is good. I'm not sure. If somebody tells me about it, then it will be better. But never mind for now. Okay, so ultimately dictionary method. So dictionary dictor methods in Python. It's 7.3. How long have I been live for, by the way? It's been, where can I check this thing? Over here. Yeah, it's been 55 minutes. I'll be live for 5 minutes more, and after that I'll call it. 1 hour is enough, yeah. Not more than that. Okay. Daily I will be giving 1 hour to this thing. That's not even bad actually. Nothing. Something is better than nothing. Clear copy from get items. I can clear it. I can copy it. I can from case returns dictionary with the specified case and value. Get. I can get it. I can get the items. I can get the keys. I can pop the value. I can pop the item. I can set default. Returns the value of a specified key if the key does not exist with the specified value. Updates the dictionary with the specified key value pairs, and returns list of all the values. This one is going to be useful. How it does, simply do it like this. So car.update, and that is it, done. Okay, great stuff. So let's do that. Over here, if that's equals to a, that means I'm gonna be adding over here. So a is b. A stands for add, B stands for update marks, or just update, C stands for search, of course you will search, and D stands for display, not delete. Display students and marks. Okay, this is good enough for now. Okay, so when it comes to adding, so I have dictionary, students dictionary dot set update, and the value is going to be what? Now I need to get the value of that. If that's equals to a, that means I have to add. So input name is going to be equals to input, enter your name, value is going to be equals to not your name, just enter the name. Input value, I'm not converting them to integer, I am converting them to integers actually. Int and input and enter the marks like this. So I got the name, I got the value. Once I got them, name is going to be, and second thing is going to be value. Any problem? No problem. I said this should work fine. What is the next thing? Update marks. Again I will be taking it. I will get the name, I will get the input, and once I got that, I have to update. If that does not exist, then I am updating color. Well, color does not exist. Update method inserts the specified items to the dictionary. The specified items can be dictionary or any okay. Update is updates the dictionary with the specified values in key pairs. I just hope that what is the use of just even hoping? Let's do it practically. Python. I'm on REPL. Read, evaluate, print. Read, array, REPL. L means. Oh, forget about the full form of that. So what I wanted to do over here, I have a dictionary. Let's have a dictionary. So D is equal to like this. What do I want to do? D dot update is gonna be A. Will have value 1. Will it be like this? Not really. it will be like this, and then it will have parentheses, it will have curly brackets, not parentheses, and then a is going to be equals to 1, and then I will be printing d. That's great. The next thing is that d dot update. You have to get a b over here. Let's check this thing out. That can I just say just 2 is equal to 1? That's gonna be, let's see, don't know. D is gonna be, yeah, that is also possible. Wow. So let's exit it right now. So exit, and this should be fine. So once I got the name, I got the value, I have to update it again. So whether you are adding it or updating it, both the things are same. So students dictionary dot update again, and this time again I have to give it the name and I have to give it value, and this should be fine. Things are repeating, I will take care of that. Search for a student. Name, Control C, Control V, I got the name, and print F I student with name, name and marks. Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D, marks and marks. I student with, okay, student with name this, marks this, added successfully, done. Copy this, print this, and here student with this, updated successfully. Then what is the next step? I have to search. I got the name, I have to search for the student. I already have the name, I just want to get the key of the marks. So marks is equal to students dictionary. What are the methods? There is something called get, and I will be getting what? I will be getting the name. Once that thing is, I will be getting the value of that. Print of F, the name is student, that's gonna be the name, and marks. I'm not using JavaScript, rather Python, so marks are gonna be just marks, and this is wrong. Print like this. Lastly, I have to display all of them. How can I display all of them? Maybe like this. I don't even know. Let's see. Python. So I have a dictionary like A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, C is equal to 3, like this. This thing is done. A is going to be like this. How about this? D is here. What is the next thing that I want? I want to get the values. So either I can get all of the values and I can get all the keys, or what else I can get? I can get all the values. I can update it. I can pop the item. I can remove the element from the specified key. Remove the last element. Okay, keys. I can get the keys. I can get the items. I have to get the items. Returns a list containing a tuple for each key value here. Good stuff. So let's get it. I don't even need to do it. Now I can exit it directly. I already found the solution. So the solution is pretty simple, that list is equal to students list students list. What to do? Students list, that's gonna be equals to students dictionary dot items will give me the list. Once I have that, then students list dot map to them for student in student list, not dictionary list. Even I want to try this thing, I'll try it. So just pass it right now. I wanna try something else too. Control C, just write Python over here, paste it over here. D dot for item in D, print item print item. Wow, but not wow. I'm just able to get the keys ABC. I'm not getting their values. I will have to specifically get their values, but yeah, it does work as well. So first of all, you can iterate over them, you will get the keys, and with the help of those keys you can get the values. That is also a way, or this is another way. So I just want to try that thing out. The way is simple, that you are getting the student and then you are printing them simply. So print that's simply gonna be student or just name is going to be student list, not just student. I got the student tuple, that's tuple, so 0. This is not the best way, by the way. That previous one was the best way, but okay, never mind. And marks, like you are getting the keys, and with the help of those keys you are actually getting the values. So kind of you are getting the names, with the help of those names you are getting their marks. Over here, this is also a good way, right? It's not the first way ever. So I have student over here, and this is gonna have 1. This should be fine. Okay, and over here, even before that, I'm checking at the top. Once I have enter, if user input dot lower or upper, then I'm doing it upper over here. Why can't I check here? If user input triple equals to just double equals to end, what do I have to do? Break it. Break it. Happy? Hope so. This is how it works. We have got them as well. Let's try it. Python.py. Enter the input. Input. Enter your input? What the hell? Yeah. Enter the key. Sorry, not that. Press the right key. Oh, so what I want to do? I want to get all of them. I have Vipendra, name and marks. Okay. I have Rajiv with marks 90. I have Sakshi with marks 95. Next, I want to search for a student. Enter the name. Name is going to be Sakshi. Student Sakshi, marks are this. Okay, I wanna search again, and I wanna write capital. Will it be fine? Yeah, it's fine. What is the next thing? I wanna update the B. Why? Whom do I wanna update? I wanna update Vipendra. Okay, marks 85. Update dictionary, update sequence. What does this mean? Value header, dictionary update sequence element hashtag 0 has a length 8. And is required. I'm unable to do this particular thing. Update. Students dictionary. Dot update. I'm getting the name. I'm getting the marks. I'm converting it to the integer. Dictionary update sequence element this. What does this mean? Control C. Let's search it online. Dictionary update sequence element. Well, years ago. How to fix value dictionary update sequence element length is required in Python. When I entered Vipendra there, so I got the name. I got the students dictionary get name. Let's see. Print. In here, Control C, Control V, check this thing. I have to add update D. Name is gonna be Vipendra. Marks is gonna be 85. Then getting this here. By the way, student was Vipendra, marks were 85. That was right. I'm gonna take a break. Actually, I know I can take the help of AI and all, but I have to figure. Even I'm hungry right now, so my mind is not working well. So check this and check this. These two things are yet to be checked, and especially this one. I think I can add easily. Even let's try to add this. I'm not sure about this one. Python. Press key A. Enter name. Name Achal, marks 90. So in both the cases we are getting the error, so we have to just simply fix the issue. So the issue is in both of them. That means there's something actually up. I'll be getting it done really soon. I'm hungry. I'm going to have food right now first of all. Then my brain will start working and all. That was it for now. I'm gonna be catching up soon. I hope you guys will keep doing the great job that you are doing. Keep it up.